Long ago, but perhaps not too far, a kingdom of crescent and double star was ruled with strength, heart, and wisdom unseen by monarch beloved, the gold-haired good queen. Always close, right by her throne, was the little princess Tsioque, hardly ever seen alone. Where mom went, daughter would walk. Yet soon would end the time of peace. Ill news came from the frontier. The phoenix, an ancient beast, brought to flames all that came near. Queen said, "My dear, you must understand. I have to leave to a distant land to fight for you and all I hold dear." But in her heart, the princess felt fear. Leading an army, away the queen rides. All pray for her quick return, besides one who would in the castle remain, to use the queen's absence for his own gain. The royal wizard, burned by ambition, has sworn with evil forces coalition to realize his sinister plan, to rule the minds of all women and men. Set upon the highest tower, the wizard unleashed his power. The sky went black with clouds of storm. The castle began to transform. Hours once bright became dark as night. From walls and floors broken crawled horrors unspoken. The vile wizard and his minions over castle gained dominion. While the princess bravely fought, she eventually too was caught. To the dungeon take her, a prisoner make her. Keep her there and lock the door. I cannot be interfered, said the mage and disappeared. What he didn't know is more will be needed than one lock to get rid of Princess Tsioque.
Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to Tsioque. If you really want your SEO for your game to work, string a bunch of letters together. That always works. Because that's not something somebody's going to search for other things. But yes, it is a 2D hand-drawn, frame-by-frame animated point-and-click game by Oh No Studios, or if you prefer, Oh No Studios. And normally I don't normally do point and clicks like this, because I have a love-hate relationship with point and clicks, where sometimes they just make you do things that are just kind of weird and crazy, and they end up being extremely frustrating. Okay, this guy wants some silence apparently, if I heard him correctly. But yeah, this guy's not too happy about me making noises. But yeah, it's normally with point and clicks, I usually fail hardcore because sometimes I just can't put two and two together to figure out what needs to be done. However, with this one, that guy is now covered. However, with this one, I have already gone through the demo. So I know how to answer all the questions for the most part. So this should be a relatively easy thing here, but I want to point out a few things as I go along. So number one is, as I just pointed out, this guy he wants quiet. He wants silence. Also, we've got this little tentacle monster here, who, when I click on him, he attempts to get to that bread. So all these things you need to keep an eye on. Now obviously I can't climb out of here because she can't jump up that high. But I do have a little inventory pouch here. And I've got a medallion. And you're thinking to yourself, well, what are you going to do with a medallion? Well, I'm just going to do this. And make some noise. Oh, oh. And of course he almost dropped that. So now I gotta take the medallion back. Now, if you're the type of person that doesn't like it when a point and click requires you to do the same thing over and over again to get a different result, because that's akin to madness, then you're not really going to enjoy this too much. Because I'm going to have to do this a couple more times before this guy finally lets down his guard enough to make a very loud noise, as you can see. Alright, and then almost got to it that point, but now we can just, this third time should be the charm. Go. Yes. It makes a very good bouncing.
What is all this racket? How am I supposed to conquer the world if I can't have a moment of peace in my own castle? And you, be quiet.
Alright. Conveniently, that even though the guard was zapped, the key was not. So now we should be able to get out of here. Which we couldn't do before. Now she suddenly knows how to get out of there. There we go. Oh, and she fell. Alright, you can get up now. There you go. Alright, and the tentacle guy wants some bread, so let's grab this for him, and let's see if he can help us out with that key there by dropping some bread down here. There we go. And why, thank you very much. It's a pleasure doing business with you, tentacle monster. Not sure why the queen keeps a tentacle monster down here, but she does, so that's a thing. All right, so we can move along a little bit here. Before I do, well, let's just go up to the door and we'll start to move here. As I said, it's all animated, hand-drawn animations along the way here. The developers have cited Day of the Tentacle and Dragon's Lair as two of their inspirations for the game. And I was going to say, I'm glad that they mentioned Dragon's Lair because I see a little bit of Dragon's Lair in the art style here. Not so much Day of the Tentacle, but Dragon's Lair most definitely. Oh, this guy's looking at me. Hello? Oh! Thank you, Tentacle Monster! Again, good doing business with you. And then there's all kinds of things over here that we can move around, which doesn't do me any good, unfortunately. This cat we can click on, and he just does what cats do and doesn't give a damn. Doesn't give a damn about anything. But other than that, I can't do anything else here. All right, so let's move along, shall we? Oh, we got guys coming. Time to get out of here. Okay, now where to? Oh, you're gonna hide. Okay. And now we're back here in the crypts. Wonder why they're... Yeah, of all the places that have a tentacle monster, down in the crypts certainly is a weird place to have one. But you never... Well, I guess you know all that flesh and bone and all that stuff. So this puzzle looks relatively straightforward, right? There's an empty thing here, and there's a thing up here that we need. It looks like the other corners, so we'll grab that. And we see a spider. In so doing. Okay. So now I guess we'll go into our inventory here. Throw this down there. And it looks like there's some lines, like we can spin things around. So let's spin these lines around until they match up. Like that. Make a nice little sound when everything's good. There we go. Alright, so when I first looked at this, I was like, what is going on here? It's like, there's nothing here. But if you notice, I can still click on this thing here. So click on that. You see, oh wait, there is actually something here. Go grab that. And she'll pull it down. And a nice little hint here that it's an invisible cloak because it fell on top of her. So there you go. Put that in the inventory. And we may need that coming up here. That's about all that I can think to do in here. So now let's go forward and we might be able to hide from these guys as they come running for us. Yeah, there we go. Let's put our invisible cloak on. It is timed. If I don't do it fast enough, they will see me. It's not like one of those things where you can't fail. You can. You just have to be very quick on the uptake. The one thing I will say is that the view changes a little bit as you move your cursor around. So it makes it like a little bit harder to get over to your inventory and bring things over. So it'd be kind of nice if they had like a hotkey or something. Because I am suspecting that the inventory only probably holds one item at a time. But who knows? Maybe it'll hold more later on. The other thing to note of in here, this is another thing about point and clicks that always sort of gets me all the time, is that you have to really be observant of every little thing in the area here before you do stuff. For instance, we see this switch up here. We also see that spider that we saw before, and we're kind of just waving to him, and he's waving back. You're gonna have to remember this because you'll see in a moment why. So let's get a move on here. And trust me, I got stuck on this point for about 30 minutes or so until I figured out what's supposed to happen here. There's not many actions you have to do on the screen either. It's just, you know. Oh, too late. Yeah, like I said, you got to be fast on the uptake there. Otherwise it doesn't work so well. And you will, end up redoing things many, many times here. Luckily, it doesn't punish you too much. As far as I've seen, anyway. Like, for instance, right there, all it did was bring me back a couple steps. But I still had to wait for the animation to continue again, which could be a little bit annoying after a while when you've been stuck on it for a couple, like a half an hour or so. If you're bad at point and clicks like I am. So they turned the torches off. They turned the lights out on me. So, and we got this little bridge here. And as you're about to see, things don't go so well. Alright. Now, you remember that spider? Yeah, there he is. Right there. Turn the light off. And these guys go for a nice little tumble. And then the lights come back on again. Okay. So now, we should be able to get up here. I was stuck on this part for the longest time until I figured out that like I said, you got to be very, very observant. This is one of those games where it just, you have to be incredibly observant in order to make it through it. For every little change that might happen. Ooh, there you go. There you go, girl. Okay. Oh, we got another guy here. Another guy coming. Oh, and arrows suddenly. What? Okay, jump. There you go. And another guy. What are you doing? Oh, okay. Let's duck. There we go. And then jump. Excellent. What's this guy doing? Oh, I can't do anything? Oh, crap. Okay. Right, all the arrows went out on me. Okay. So I think we gotta click on that spider again up there. There we go. And which way are you doing? Okay, you're rolling down there. And one more. Alright, I gotta duck under him. And then let's hit this. Okay, that's not working. That is not working at all. Alright. I did say I got through this, didn't I? I may have been slightly lying. Okay. There's that. Alright, that spider's got something to do with it. I think he's going to turn a light off. If I can get to him fast enough. There we go. Yeah, there's that little... There, now he's... Alright, yeah, there's like a little bit of... Like a fraction of a second when you have to do that. So, like I said, it's very, very punishing game. You need to make sure you know what you're doing and when to do it. Because sometimes you can do something and it won't work. And you'll think that it's not working. But in reality, you have to be sort of frame perfect to make it happen. And there was the demo of Tsioque. They have a Kickstarter that's currently going on. Last I checked, it was at about almost $11,000 and out of $35,000, and I believe they have 30-ish days going, although it'll be probably 28 days when you see this. So yeah, if y'all like what you saw, maybe you want to go over there and take a look at them, or just keep it on your radar as something you might want to look at later on if you're a fan of the point and clicks, or even the art style and the hand-drawn animations and all that stuff. I wonder if I can click on this guy. Nope. I can probably click on the Kickstarter, which I don't want to do because I don't want it to stop my recording. But that has been Tsioque. It is from Oh No Studios. They, as I've said, have Kickstarter going. All the links will be down in the description. They also have this free demo that you can download and play for yourself and see how you like it. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.